So why can't I lose the weight? It's very frustrating when you've been doing OMAD for at least 2 years or more, and now it seems like the weight is just stalled. It won't go down. It's not necessarily going up, but it just won't go down. I know that's not the normal weight that you really are used to having. So why can I lose the weight? Do you think it's a hormone problem? So I was doing some research about our hormones, especially for us ladies. It was always the big question of, are my hormones in balance, and how do I know if they are? It's causing me not to be able to lose weight. That's always been my opinion. So I started researching more, and I love Dr. Berg, and so this time I'm gonna take his advice and see if it actually works. So as I said before, being on an OMAD plan and lifestyle has been wonderful, but I'm finding that it's been a little difficult to get a few more extra pounds off that I know should not be there. So what do I do is the question, yes? So what Dr. Berg is saying is that insulin resistance is what's really going on. And insulin is a hormone, and it can be easily triggered by eating in general. And if you're eating too much carbs, that also will cause insulin resistance. The only way that I can suggest that you know that the insulin is going down is that your appetite starts to go away. I'm always craving things, and then when I go into a 40-hour fast, that first 24 hours seems to be such a struggle because I always feel like I'm starving. And that makes sense. That's the insulin that is causing the issue of the appetite going up. Ding, ding, ding. So basically, the advice is that the insulin will go down, and how do you know? Because your appetite would go down. Very simple. So what do we do to get past this stall of losing the weight? 1, fast longer. That's just as easy as that sounds, right? Well, not so easy. Fast longer. So if you're doing just 1 meal a day, and you might be like me where I'm doing about 22-hour fast and 2-hour eating window, then I need to go longer, and I do that usually once a week, maybe twice a week, a 48-hour fast. So that helped kickstart it. But I have to continue on that road. So if you're doing something like that, maybe you just need to push it farther. If you're doing 22 hours, maybe just tweak it a little bit and maybe do a 36-hour fast every other day. You know, obviously you have to switch it out, and if you stretch it out a little bit longer, that might trigger everything and get your appetite down, and so you're feeling at peace when you do actually eat again. The other thing that was suggested is that if you eat lower carb diet, then that would help once you do start eating again. Insulin, again, is triggered by carbs, so you have to be very careful. So if you had normally been eating carbs like myself, I might eat extra bread or something like that in some of my meals. Well, I started to eliminate that, at least for the week, and I noticed a difference right there, and it started to move on the scale. The other thing is no alcohol. Cut the alcohol if you happen to drink that. I know a lot of the audience doesn't drink alcohol, which is fantastic. I usually drink alcohol once a week, and that's usually on my date night, but I don't have to. I really don't. I don't have a craving like I used to drink, a cocktail or my Prosecco as much lately. So I think it's just fine if we could just cut that out for a short period of time, maybe a couple months, maybe just a month, and see if that helps as well. The other thing that will help get rid of this stall issue is lowering your stress. I know that's so simple to say, it's so hard to do. Now, if something is causing you stress, you're going to have to figure out a way to eliminate it, or at least to decrease what is causing you the ailment in the first place. Is it something at work that's bothering you? If it's something that is really going on in the job atmosphere, maybe you want to figure out what that is, deal with the conflict, and get a better environment. Another way to lower the stress is to stop watching the news, turn it off, and maybe decrease or stop or take major breaks from social media. Now, I don't want you to turn me off like YouTube, but maybe you have to eliminate all the channels you may be watching and just watch the things that make you feel good and that are positive. You know, we all need a break from all the negative things that are out there in the world, and it's just fine to take those breaks. Take a week or two. I bet you'll notice the difference, and it will lower your stress in itself. The other thing about lowering stress is to do more exercise, or if you are not doing any exercise, you should get back to it, really. And again, I always encourage walking. It's something simple, something easy that's low impact. And so that doesn't work up the insulin as well, but it will lower that. It'll lower that cortisol. It's basically the stress hormone in itself is cortisol. Definitely take a walk or do a little bit of weights at home. You'll see a difference there as well. Basically, we need to increase our sleep. I know we're not getting enough sleep, because I know I'm not. I think it's just not quality sleep. I'm probably sleeping about 5 hours a night lately. It's because of the stress, right? One thing, you know, triggers the other. You should probably try to get some naps in if you can. And I know that we have a busy schedule, but we have to break that schedule somehow, some way. And even if you took a 15-20 minute power nap in the day, that will make such a difference as well. The other suggestion that was made is that while you're fasting longer, you should be taking your nutrients or supplements that will help with your vitamins that you need, because most of us are deficient in areas that we need to go ahead and supplement for. So for me, I supplement vitamin D, vitamin B12, calcium, and also fish oil. So and then of course my probiotic, which is either the CORTISol cleanse, or if I don't have time to take that, I would also have a capsule probiotic that I get from the store, and I'll leave a link if you want to know what that probiotic is. It's fantastic. But these are the things that I continue to take while fasting. So you might want to consider that, because sometimes people stop taking all their vitamins, and that could be a bit of a merry-go-round for the body. It really needs the nutrients in check and in balance so you can get back to your normal weight. So what ideas do you have to get unstuck from getting the weight off? I'd love to hear more. Please leave a comment below. Don't forget to check out my website, regedited.com. That's where you'll also find the free cheat guide, how to get started living the fasting lifestyle and how to stay motivated. So I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much, and look forward to talking to you on the next video. Till then.